Uh, Update. Hi, everybody. This is the Planet Earth here. Wanted to give you guys an update on anxiety. So, this is an anxiety based video. This has nothing to do with anything else. And maybe some blabbering that I'll normally do. But, look, anxiety can manifest itself in other physical forms and not just the worry of everyday life. Anxiety can be psychosomatic in some ways or another. Anxiety can manifest itself with mild to moderate aphasia, dizziness, muscle stiffness. I've noticed these things as I've gotten older. I am unhealthy thanks to my genes, but I worry about everything and anything, like literally everything. I literally worry about everything and everything that is happening, everything. It doesn't stop. It doesn't relent. The only time that I get relief is through medication, and it's temporary. It doesn't go away. And even then, it just does not go away. It doesn't get better. Anxiety gets worse as you age, and it becomes from a consistent panic attacks to a generalized anxiety, which I'm now starting to realize for the last couple of years is worse than panic attacks. I understand that's a terrible thing to say because panic attacks are that intense fear. No, generalized anxiety disorder is a million times worse than panic disorder. It is on a medium to high level of constant anxiety about everything. Even driving my vehicle is almost impossible. I can do it, but I hate it, even though I love it. How weird is that? I'm always worried about car crashes. Am I going to die? Is the bridge going to collapse? And these thoughts go through my brain whether I like them or not. Now, those thoughts go away when I take my medication. They go away. They do go away. No amount of psychotherapy, therapy of any kind is helping me at all. Nothing has helped. Nothing has worked. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, it doesn't stop. I'm sorry about your generalized breathing issues. I had those when I was younger, and I was able to stop that via different medication. Sometimes medication causes a little bit of muscle of the lungs to kind of get a little bit short of breath, depending on the medication, or depending on the anxiety at the time. It could be depending on mold in your house. It could be so many things that make you feel short of breath. Or it could be exacerbating a condition that may be developing or not. The point I'm making is this anxiety, it killed my life. It killed me. I'm dead because of it. I have no social life, no life. No matter what I do, I try to socialize. I try to go to regular places in life. I try to go to malls, and my balance is always off, or something is happening to where I feel so uncomfortable physiologically that I cannot relax physiologically. Like when I'm walking, there are some days where I am so fearful of dying right there that I'll leave a place because of that fear. Nobody is noticing it. Nobody is after me. Nobody is judging me, but the constant fear of death is so consistent because I have the symptoms of a person who could pass out, who could die every day. Every day. Nothing has helped me, at least in my case. Nothing. No amount of of vitamins and minerals and valerian root and into antidepressants, at one time antipsychotics. Nothing helped me. Every day I suffer. Every day I may have good moments, but it comes back every day. It just doesn't go. It doesn't go away. It doesn't disappear. It's physical. It's physiological. It has been. I have been traumatized from my own anxiety that it's never going away. It has turned psychosomatic or even physiological in nature. It has turned so bad and psychosomatic that it may be permanently physiological. From psychological to physiological to this just feeling. You don't feel calm. You don't feel normal. It's just this constant stress. It doesn't even matter if you're having a good day or not. It don't matter if you're having a good day or not. It's constant. It is a consistent stress. Oh, I feel lightheaded. Oh, I feel slightly dizzy. Oh, this or that. It's constant. Never lets up. Never surrenders. It's every day. It doesn't let up. For my case, it doesn't let up. For years, I've been suffering like this. Nothing I can do. Nothing, literally. Unless I become a millionaire overnight and get proper detoxification, proper food that's not abnormally food. I'll give you an example. The only time I felt better when I went to Mexico and I bought food from Mexico, I started feeling better because the food is higher, less shit in it, other than just the food. We have so much abnormal chemicals in our food. I'm never going to get better. Never. As long as I live in the United States of America, my food is going to be nasty. It's going to be filled with chemicals consistently. All the shit in the water, all the shit in the plastics. You can't live a genuinely healthy life unless you're rich and you can afford proper filtration, proper food, naturally food maybe even built on your own property. Until that happens, it's a no win-win situation. So I cannot win physically. I cannot win. It's not possible. Unless I moved out into Kansas or into a remote area of Texas where it's so remote that I would literally have to have my own livestock. I think then I might actually physically get better. Exercising doesn't help me. When I go walking, I still feel anxious, or because there's so much crime in the area that I live in, I'm afraid I'm going to get attacked physically. I mean, there literally is crime where I live. Lots of it. So I can't do that. And in Texas, where I live, there's a lot of crime. Can't do that. You put yourself in a bad situation even during the daytime. So you can't do that there. You can't do that here. You gotta be rich. That's the only way that I can curb this anxiety. Is you gotta be rich. And even when I force myself to try not to worry about nothing, it keeps coming back. It's physiologically, it attacks every single day. It doesn't let up for me. It doesn't let up for me. Literally won't let up. So what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? When anxiety is so consistent, doesn't let up, and no matter what you do, where you go, how you go, it doesn't get better. I could be in Antarctica and I'll suffer from anxiety. I could be in a remote village in Alaska and I'll still suffer from anxiety because it's physiological. There's something here that's not right. Something went wrong many years ago. I don't know if it's trauma. I don't know if it's the mini stroke. I don't know. Yeah, but that's up. The last time that I genuinely did not have anxiety, genuinely, like for like a week or more, like where there was no anxiety at all. No anxiety at all. When I didn't panic about nothing, I didn't worry about medications, didn't worry about nothing, didn't worry about what I ate, didn't have to worry about what I ate, please. Didn't have to worry about stress, didn't have to worry about money, didn't have to worry about nothing at the time. I'm gonna say genuinely 2008 was the last year that I didn't have anxiety. About 2008. It is nonstop. If you develop this disorder, you're fudged if it's severe. Nothing works. Nothing works. Nothing. Nothing I do, nowhere I go, no amount of hospitals, psychiatric facilities in the past. I haven't been to a mental hospital in years. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself, and honestly, I really am proud of myself, though. I haven't been to a hospital in years, mental hospital in years. It's been, more than 10 years. Probably been, well, I don't know, 22. It's been about 8 years, 9 years. So at least I could say that. But the only time I went to the mental hospital was for anxiety. 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. It's been 10 years. I thought it's been said. No, it's been 10 years since I was in an actual hospital, admitted, not just on an overnight stay for anxiety. So I'm telling you guys right now, it just sucks. Okay? No, anxiety doesn't go away from me. It's permanent. I realize that, I'm already gonna be in my 40s and still suck. I'm gonna die of an issue. I'm telling you, by 45 or 50, I'm done. Maybe before that, with the stress. The stress kills. If you get anxiety as a kid or a teenager, you're lucky right now. You may be able to curb it if you take some high quality medication. Other than that, your therapy, if you can get therapy, get it as quick as possible. Literally, get it as quick as possible. Literally get it as quick as possible. Get it as quick as possible. Because if you don't, you're done. Literally done. I don't know what else to tell you guys. You guys are done. If y'all don't get it as quick as possible. Get it fixed as quick as possible, I meant to say. I'm moving to Tennessee to a rural area soon. My mom and I bought a house up there. That's why I felt so peaceful up in Tennessee and had almost no anxiety. But no, and the anxiety is being in stressful situations or places. The anxiety is exacerbated by stressful situations and places, such as living in the Northeast, such as living in a major city. When I was living in a small town in Ohio, I was able to not have as much anxiety. It was very simple. You didn't have to lock the doors at night. Well, you didn't have to. You could. But really, nobody just did anything. Nobody really did anything. Nobody came on your property because you got the pew-pews. But, it was very pleasant. It was a very pleasant experience. Jesus Christ, this road. Oh my God. What the fuck are you doing? These people in the Northeast, they drive like fucking psychopaths. I mean, they literally drive like actual psychopaths. But the point I am making, guys, is it's bad. Generalized anxiety is one of the worst things that could have ever happened, in my opinion. In my opinion, God, it sucks. And it never lets up either. That's the worst part. It never lets up. Never lets up. It never lets up. Oh, they treated me like they treated me like absolute addicted garbage. I mean, they treated me like I did the most illegal drug substances known to man. They treated me like I was shooting up stuff in just constantly shooting drugs or something. Oh, they treated me bad. Until I went to Kettering. And it wasn't so bad. Was it? Yeah, it was. I think it was Kettering Hospital. I don't know if it was Kettering. I don't remember if it was Kettering or. I think it was Kettering. God, this place is like a goddamn maze. Stupid Northeast is like a goddamn maze. All the fucking red lights and green lights. Consistent red lights and green lights. Fucking, these roads make me fucking dizzy sometimes, I swear to God. With the turns and the suddenly stops and turns and random red lights in random areas of the fucking neighborhoods on a consistent basis. It's not like Texas where a red light might be every half mile, quarter mile. No, gotta stop right here. Like, this is like a regular neighborhood, and then suddenly we're probably gonna end up stopping. I see a red light over there. It never ends. I don't know why people tend to live in these areas. I don't know how they make it. I don't know how they put up with the drama. I don't know how they do it. I don't know. You know, and then I think of myself when I was younger, driving through like the middle of nowhere, Utah, and there was like no cars for like, I don't know, I didn't see a car for like 100 miles. Driving on some of the remote roads near going to California or going into Nevada. There's some remote roads in Nevada. You ain't gonna see nobody. Now, if you need help, obviously you want to see somebody. But for the most part, just nothing out there. Nothing. But yeah, I can tell you guys, is anxiety is one of these things that don't go away once you get it. If it's severe, if it's very severe, you know, and the doctor said I have treatment-resistant anxiety, which is even fucking worse than regular. I mean, I got like anxiety 2.0 premium edition, you know, anxiety pro fucking just premium. Like I got the platinum package. I'm first class in anxiety. So even benzodiazepines or antidepressants won't help much, no matter what I do. What do you do? Where do you go? You can't hide from it. I could be out in the wilderness and have anxiety about a bear or somebody attacking me or something attacking me because my body is always in fight or flight mode. It can be healthy. It cannot be healthy for the human body. It's like being under consistent stress. It's gotta be deadly. It's gotta be at some point when it's this consistent and it's gotta be deadly. Stupid motherfudger, man. You almost just got killed, you know. You almost got hit. You dumbass. Man, there's some bad drivers here, I swear to God. Way worse than me. These people suck. I mean, where do they go to? Where do they go driving at? Like, drive terrible or us? Yeah. So, Treatment-resistant anxiety. Imagine that. Imagine going from a mild form of a panic attack, once a week, twice a week, to treatment-resistant anxiety. I still think one of the medications messed me up, in my opinion. I don't know if that's based on a fact or not, but I think one of the medications messed me up semi-permanently. I think something I took at one of the institutions permanently fucked me up. I genuinely believe it. I don't know, but based on what I've seen, it could be that. It might be that, but I don't know. Where the fuck am I at now? Swear to God, this place gets weirder and weirder day by day. Wait a second. No way. There's no way, bro. Don't tell me this isn't a goddamn... Oh. Jesus Christ. Where's the damn entrance? How big is this motherfucker? Shop right. Shop left. Aha. What do they expect this? So this wasn't the original place then. Okay. Alright, I'll park here for a second so I can talk to you guys. Like I said, guys, listen, anxiety is a bitch. Anxiety is one of the most terrible things I have ever been through on a permanent basis. It drains the life out of me. It drains anxiety takes the human out of me and makes me into nothing. And the reason I say that is because how can you live a life when the only thing, instead of worrying about like career, worrying about like doing things and being out and just enjoying your life, you always have these physical symptoms of you're going to die, you're going to die, you're going to die, you're going to die, or you're going to die at the store, you're going to die on the road, you're going to die on this airplane, you're going to die everywhere you fucking go. Every fucking square mile of my life is you're going to die, and you're going to die in cardiac arrest. Your heart's going to give out, you fat fudge. Or even when I was skinny, your heart's going to give out. You're going to have a heart attack. That's not life. That's not a living life. This is something that is a combination with anxiety, with OCD. But this OCD, instead of being like clean, is attacking my brain and forcing me to think these negative thoughts consistently. And I try to drown them out with music, with playing games, with doing other things. It does not work for my specific situation because of my treatment-resistant anxiety. It's a terrible life. And the only way that I noticed this trend. I noticed that when I purposely put myself in the middle of nowhere, my anxiety goes away. When I'm out in the middle of nowhere, there's no anxiety. Yeah. No anxiety out in the middle of nowhere. But here, it's just a constant, it sucks. Okay. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. You guys wanted an anxiety update. You guys kept texting, commenting. It's never going away from me. That's it. I don't know about you guys. But if you can, get your shit fixed as quick as possible. Thank you guys for watching. Have yourself a good night. And leave comments down below if your anxiety is out of control, no matter what you do. No matter what you do. Parks, exercise, dietary changes, etc. Now, I know a lot of this anxiety kind of goes with the gut, but there's more to it for me than just gut issues. There's other problems that's going on. I don't know if it's psychological. I don't know if it's psychosomatic. I don't know. But I do notice one thing, and this is the only thing before you leave. This is the only thing that I've noticed. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is the only thing I noticed where I don't have anxiety. And I hate to say this. I hate to sound like a weirdo, but I'm gonna go ahead and say this. The only thing that has ever helped me curb my anxiety for 24 hours, this is the only thing, an injection of IV Ativan into my vein in an ER setting is the only time that I actually genuinely have no anxiety at all. Not through oral Ativan, not through any other medications, IV Xanax, Alprazolam IV has helped kill the anxiety immediately. Valium killed the anxiety. That's the only thing that has ever genuinely stopped my anxiety for 24 hours. Like, that is literally the only thing that has ever helped, was when I had an IV injection of the medication. Not the oral medication, but the IV medication. I don't know if it's because it's just pure medication or not, and there's no fillers like they put in these generic medications. I don't know if I'm allergic to some of the generics. I don't know, but that's not the point. The point is, it doesn't work the same as when you take it through IV. It makes you feel like a normal human within an hour of that injection. I hate to say that. That's why I have recorded this. I've recorded the videos for you guys while they're injecting the medication into my bloodstream, because I wanted you guys to still see this, to see how it affects as soon as it's pushed into the body. That is the only thing that actually kills my anxiety, and those are the only times that I have been physically feel normal. Like, I could literally go to a fucking busy ass mall, one of the busiest malls in America. I just did that a few days ago. I had no anxiety. There was thousands of people on a weekend. It was Sunday. There were thousands of people there. I had no anxiety. I was walking through the mall like la 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 la. But that's because I had gone to the ER room because I was having extreme pain, and they decided to give me that medication along with some pain medication. Once I was all good, they discharged me. I still had to return an item to the mall. Once I did that, I realized I had no anxiety. And I was having a really, really bad high blood pressure situation in Texas. They gave me the medication through the IV because they said that my blood pressure was too high, and they injected to me. And within an hour and a half to 2 hours, I had felt so calm that my blood pressure was like 110/75. My pulse rate was in the 60s. I mean, we're talking upper 50s, 60s. I was calm as hell. I think I went to, where did I go to? I went to Austin after all that. I went to Austin. I had a great afternoon. I went to go see a couple things in Austin, and it was just calm. I took a drive through the country. I took the back roads. I took 281. I chilled. No problems. No anxiety. I went to go see some livestock. I went to I've been there before, but I went to a snake farm where they show like the most poisonous snakes. I've been there like 3 times. I love the fucking place. It's near San Marcos, Texas. And I went there after I had the injection. I went to Austin, and then I had no anxiety. I could walk. I wasn't dizzy. No vertigo, no psychosomatic feelings, no worried about nothing. I enjoyed myself, and I felt physically good while enjoying myself. So I don't know what the connection is there between having direct IV medications versus oral medications, even though they're supposed to about work the same. I don't know if it's the filler in generic medications. I don't know, but it did help. Nothing else helps. Benadryl doesn't help. Um, uh, uh, all these antidepressants I've taken over the years never helped with anxiety. Antipsychotic medication didn't work on me. Beta blockers lowered my blood pressure too low, and I ended up passing out multiple times because I don't have high blood pressure normally. So it lowered it too much. My cortisol levels are normal. My cortisol levels are normal. I've already had that checked. So, I'm gonna tell you something. One of these days, I'm gonna get the testicles to go ride. I'm gonna have the testicles to go ride the King Dakar. Okay? I'm gonna do it before they close the park. I'm gonna do it like on a weekday. I'm gonna go ride the King Dakar. I'm gonna do it. I don't know when, but I'm gonna take the balls and I'm gonna drag them and I'm gonna ride that roller coaster. It is the most craziest roller coaster probably in the United States of America, and it's located in the Northeast. And I'm gonna ride that motherfucker with anxiety or not. If I pass out, whatever, I don't care. But I am gonna ride the motherfucker. I'm going to ride that mother trucker. I'm gonna defeat this feeling of dread that I get when I get near those motherfuckers. But I'm gonna force myself. I'm gonna go early in the morning. I'm gonna be one of the first people in, and I'm just gonna go straight to King Dakar, and I'm gonna ride it, and then I'm gonna leave. So anxiety can't build up. So before that, I'm gonna take my medication about an hour, exactly an hour. So right as I'm getting on the roller coaster, the medication is at its peak plasma levels, and I'm going to see if that will help me be able to ride the King Dakar without passing out. And I'm just going to see. Paxil made me very anxious. I can't do Paxil. I can do Paxil. I can do sertraline, but I don't like the way it makes me feel. I don't like Paxil or sertraline. I'm not a fan of Paxil or sertraline. Yeah. Usually, if you have good oxygen levels, and 95 and above, you can go 94 if you're near sea level. But if you're like in Denver, you might be at 93 or 94. And I would highly recommend that you guys don't, I would just highly recommend not worrying too much unless you're having. I'm gonna tell you something, guys. I've had pain similar to a heart attack through another part of my body. I don't really want to explain here too much, but it's been over the last month, and it is the most extreme pain I've ever felt in my life. It doesn't let up, and it's similar in pain scale to about 80% of a heart attack, but not deadly, not life-threatening for the most part. Very painful, excruciatingly painful. So painful to the point where you start getting a little clammy just from the pain alone. Not because you're actually dying, but you get a little clammy from the pain. It is the worst pain. Guys, it is like somebody has shot you in your stomach. It's actually kind of like that. Not as bad as that, but similar. Anyways, the point I'm making is if you have anxiety and you're having chest pain, if it's an extreme chest tightness, we're talking, it's not just the heart racing, but if it gets worse with every beat, then you know it's something serious. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Please leave down comments below of your anxiety experience, not in the live chat, but in a comment after the video finishes processing. Leave your detailed comments below about your life of anxiety. I don't know why you guys don't comment. You guys like the video, you guys watch the live streams, but you never comment what you suffer with. Why? You know you can help a lot of people out by actually commenting down below. Leaving your detailed issues with your anxiety if you want. You don't have to. You don't have to. But it's highly recommended. So stop being jerks. Put down what you suffer with. If you're anonymous and you watch my channel but you don't really talk about nothing, it's time for you to step up your game, log in, make an account, and talk about your actual anxiety. Because you're never going to get better. You're never going to feel better unless you talk with other humans. Thank you guys for watching. Have yourself a good night.